What's up, y'all?
What's up, y'all? It's your boy Eddie Ed and my girl, my partner here, Kimmy Kim. I keep doing the Eddie Ed thing.
I
I'm gonna
love
keep
it.
doing
Keep
it.
doing it.
I'm gonna keep trying until it don't work. I got a couple of names I could probably do that might be kind of dope, but I ain't gonna say them yet because I might,
But
I'm
the
gonna try to
dopest
look 'em up.
name he got is he's sipping, I'm spilled. What's
There you
up,
go. There you go. There you go. See, she know how to make it right. She know how to make it right.
y'all? Mhm.
I'm gonna do edit your name and put it on here.
Oh yeah, the Kimmy Kim spill. So
Hmm.
what's up, y'all? How y'all doing on this Monday? It was a beautiful, beautiful day.
Wasn't it
I
though?
had to be inside most of the day. I didn't get to enjoy all that beautiful weather, but the time that I did, it was nice.
Sometimes on stuff like that, I'll just try to remember we did our on one of our shows we did the I was showing Dylan yesterday about
Yeah.
us doing the code switching and we were talking to the people at work and stuff like that. Sometimes you gotta do a fake cigarette smoke break like everybody else.
I know, right?
Today was
The
one of them
girl,
days you should have did one of them things like had that cigarette that you had for your
because
props
she went out at least about 7 times.
7 times. Who your well, ain't gonna
My
say
receptionist went out about 7 times. She was like, Miss Mitchell, you need something? Miss Mitchell, okay, I'm gonna go. Miss Mitchell, I'm like,
oh
really?
that two fingers do mean smoke break. That two fingers, then they do like that. That's that smoke break.
Yeah, they said,
That's
yeah, do you need something? She was
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
because
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
a,
yeah, 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 yeah. No, I'm. Today was one of them days. I would have tried to play it off like I had to give me a smoke break. You don't smoke, Miss Mitchell. You don't. It doesn't matter. Doesn't
right.
matter. I'm gonna smoke today. The
Yeah,
hell.
because why are they allowed to go and mess up their damn lungs, okay?
Yeah,
And
on work
we have
time.
to sit there and endure the damn allergies with dust and stuff.
Yeah, and that funky smoke that lingers on their ass when they come back in. Anyway, it ain't about that. Today we ain't going there. Normally we do a motivational Monday, but today we're gonna talk about on Sip and Spill. Me and Kim are gonna talk about inventory checks. Something that she's. It's so funny because I always tell my partner she always has these the different perspective on life and like these
Mhm.
tools to navigate your life emotionally, mentally, just doing these checks, even with
Mhm.
relationships, which you always talk about doing inventory checks with your
Mhm.
business partners, with your relationships,
Mhm.
with your family. You really serious on the inventory check. What's going on? She'll check on her sons and be like, I ain't
Yeah.
heard what's going on. Do you need some? What's cracking? That's an
Right.
inventory check. So I'm gonna let my partner lead it off because this is something that I tend to learn from her. Because we did it a couple of times. We've done it. We've done inventory check with me about 2 or 3 times since we've been doing this show.
Well, I
Mhm.
would say that I believe the reason what inventory is checking up and making things from, well, not making things, but it's checking up on, like if you have items that you sell at a store, and you have to keep on checking if you ran out of green beans, if you ran out of carrots, okay? Because you want to replace that. You want to make sure that you have a, consistent supply so people don't be walking in like people right like me going to Walmart mad as hell because they out of everything.
Right.
Did your truck come? You be
Like,
mad
did you do
because
an inventory check? How do y'all
right,
not
because
know
I
y'all
do
didn't have
inventory.
to?
Right.
Yeah.
So, but I say we should do that in our lives in every aspect. Um, Ed was just saying how he was talking to his son, encouraging him about where he want to go. And it's like he was doing a mental inventory check on where he was, where he want to go, and how he see himself, which is also so good for him because self-awareness also brings about great success in what you want. It just makes that happen for you. So my partner is not aware of this. Sometimes we're live, so we as we talk and we're recording, but we don't never know. We don't really prepare, and that's not how our show is. So he doesn't know what I'm going to say out of my mouth, and I don't know what he's going to say with his mouth. But that's what makes us so great. But what I wanted to do was this particular show is that I wanted to do an inventory check on my partner. I want to know. I remember when you have a friendship that starts. In our case, we coming up on our 3 month anniversary as well. So I was just thinking all today about how where we was, like how we came up with this baby of ours, Mitchell and Mitchell Sip and Spill. what place, what set of mind we is, and just how we have evolved from that day to the day we are. So I decided that I wanted to just, I did an inventory check personally, which I, very much encourage you to do too, Ed. It's like, what, when you're doing something, do you like the product that you're putting out? Do you like how you're doing it? How do you feel when you get through doing it? Do you still have the same type of passion? You know what I'm saying? If you singing, rapping, you know what I'm saying, climbing up the ladder, want to be this, what are your reasons for wanting that to be? And do they still align with where you are today? Because with different experiences and with different things that happen in your life, rather, it kind of make you look at things differently. So that's why I say I don't just do month goals or year goals. I do daily goals, and I try to meet them to where I can feel like, okay, I did what I want to do, the fulfillment of it. So let's talk about sip and spill. Mitchell and Mitchell was born of just two friends having a conversation and saying, hey, this is what I always wanted to do. You know what? This is what I was going to do. I was going to do it with this friend. I was going to do it with their friend. That's exactly, guys, how it started. Right, Ed? That's
Yep.
how it started. And then boom, he bam, bam, bam. Ed and I have, we hear this all the time, and I'm gonna say it to him. Is that we hear this out there, oh, you guys got a great vibe. Keep at it, keep at it, keep at it. You guys have no idea what kind of vibe we got. I or him did not understand it. It is absolutely phenomenal to meet someone that can truly, and I say this all the time, meet you where you at, but not on levels of like being straight goofy or not on levels of just straight like. So I get his damn comedy, okay? Like I rock with. Oh, so that's what we doing? You just so you just what you really
All the time.
like?
All
It,
the
it,
time.
it's natural for us to
Yeah.
do that.
It
He
was
can
so funny.
go anywhere.
Yeah, we go anywhere. That's the dope thing about it. Though. I'm not trying to cut y'all, but we do. It's kind of it's
Yeah.
bizarre because sometimes I take pause because it's like
Yeah.
you don't think it's actually happening,
Yeah.
and the craziest thing is she just going to carry. It's it is. It's actually it's phenomenal, and it's just you can't pay for that.
No.
You can't. And people, what's so funny, and not to
Mhm.
take it on the tangent, but sometimes
I don't want you to. Mhm.
you have an idea, like we have ideas that we think is what we want or what should happen, or
Mhm.
we want it from a specific package or a person. Like you thought maybe my cousin or my mom or my sister should have been this person, and it's like this whole different person. And so it happens like that, and you just kind of like, I think God, we're at a place where we recognize certain things.
Yes.
So I'm gonna say this real quick quote. This guy would say all the time. He would say, "Time, a chance, and opportunity happens to everyone." And my thought, my add-on to that was that okay, time and chance, or time and opportunity, chance and opportunity happens to everyone,
Chance and
but
opportunity.
you need to be able chance and opportunity, but you need to be able to have the wisdom to decipher if that at that moment is an opportunity. That'd be the thing that people miss. A lot of times we miss the boat and we don't know because the
Right.
opportunity didn't come in the way we thought it should come. Or we were looking, you're looking over here for the saving grace, and it's in your face. And so it was one of those moments that was like I didn't expect it coming. I didn't expect it to come in that form, and it came. And I was like, oh, I'll be a fool to ignore this. I gotta go on it. And the
Mhm.
dope, like I said, one of the greatest things about that vibe is that, you know, Kim was like, do it, go, go, go. And I was like, oh, go, go. I didn't know how to do it. It was so crazy. Like she's like, go, do it, and I did it, and it worked. And she did it. Not, it was just kind of like one of those things. So anyway, not to belabor that point, but yeah, chance opportunity happens to everybody, but it's important to be able to have discernment to see like, oh shit, this is an opportunity. This is what we've been talking about. I didn't know. I wasn't expecting today. Like we were
Mhm.
talking about garbage cans or something. And, you know what I mean? It'd be those moments. You like, this is it's happening. When
Right.
you know how when the people get surprised when they're about to go into labor. And it's like, wait a minute, we've been practicing. We've been going to Lamar's class.
All
Today
that
the
go out
dinner
the
baby come.
window.
Oh, this is real life. Shit.
Right.
That's
This
what
shit
that was.
hurts. You
It
know.
hurts. From this. And Lamar's don't tell you shit about the real
They'll
stuff. You hear
tell
me?
you about that pain, all that breathing stuff. You ain't got time
That's
for. Get this damn kid out of me, okay?
right.
Yeah.
That is, but anyway, I digress. I didn't mean to take off a point, but
No,
inventory checks. As I have my little 2 cents to it is imperative, and it's something that
it
I've
is.
learned. It wasn't something I was conscious about before, though.
Okay.
Like, you knew you had to have it, but I wasn't. It wasn't a discipline or forthright practice to say, "Oh, let me
Hmm.
do this inventory check. Let me be purposeful." For it. And Kim is very adamant on in your face, like, you know, I know we got stuff going on. I know you tired, or I know this and the other, but we got to do this. And then sometimes it's like, I don't know. Sometimes I don't feel like being bothered with certain things or talking about certain things. But she kind of make, and this goes after one. And then once we talked, it was like, it wasn't as
Hmm.
bad as I thought it was, but which is good. Which is good.
Yeah.
I think inventory is very important now that I know and I'm mature enough to receive it or act on it or take accountability. So I encourage everybody to do that.
Yes, I would say everybody should do that because when you're in a drought or you're in a place where you're trying to figure out things and you don't know and you're trying to put things together or the puzzle ain't coming together the way you want or the glue ain't sticking the way you want to stick, you sit up and you have a full blown conversation with someone. Um, Sometimes yourself, you will find out a lot of things, but a lot of times we don't want to ask the questions for the answers that we don't want to receive. So we simply just don't ask or you don't want to know. And I think the biggest war that we have is not with someone else, it's within our mindset. And a lot of times you fighting your own thoughts, just something as simple as, well, I ain't, I wasn't even thinking like that. I wasn't even, so I try to have, and this is a motivation that I would say, try to have the most open mind that you can have about everything because a lot of times you truly do miss out on opportunities that you could have had. You know what I'm saying? Simply because you wanted to look a certain way, you wanted to feel a certain way, you wanted to be at a certain time, and pretty much everything that happened to you that is great, it don't match up to none of that.
It
So
don't.
it really doesn't. It just don't match up to none of that. You can meet people, connect with people, or do something or have something. You can lose a job to gain an even greater job that you never saw coming. So I look at it now. This is January, February, March. Okay. So we're what, 9 more months left in 2022?
Hmm.
So where are you now?
Mm.
Where are you now? You got 9 months left. So you really got 3 more months before June for it to be half of the year. So where are you at now? Because wherever you at now, where you want to be, they should be aligning. They should be aligning.
Hmm. That's dope because I practiced that a few years ago. So I would do, you do your goals and your goals and your plans. You write your 3 year goal or 4 year goal, 1 year, however many your goals and your plan, 6 month plan, 3 year plan, or whatever, or a 5 year plan. And you can kind of tell based off of where you're going. Like, okay, well, I know by March, like right now, you said it's March. So you said you were supposed to lose 50 pounds by the end of the year,
Mm-hmm.
and 3 months in, which is a quarter of the time, you're only down 5 pounds. It's like, so what are you doing? So you can look in because you're doing inventory check. Well, I'm 3 months in, I could have lost 50 pounds. By now I should at least probably lost 10. So I'm at 5 pounds. And so if you don't look at it right now and you wait till June to look at it, you only lost 10 pounds. You're like, damn, I got 40 more pounds to go. I only got 6 months. I only lost 10 pounds in 6 months. But if you had done an inventory check in March, you can kind of see, okay, I'm doing something wrong. Maybe it's the extra donuts I'm eating or something like that. Or like saving money or getting you a degree or stuff like that. You want to be in school and register for school. Everybody know the school semester starting in the spring, in the fall, and the spring. Well, you got to make sure you have all your stuff and your ducks in a row when you get your financial aid and all that stuff. You don't want to wait until August because that's when classes are starting. You want to be doing that stuff now in the spring. So you should know that stuff. You should be checking like, did I get everything together? Do I have my transcripts? What do I have to do to get my transcripts? All those things, it's going to take you for you to get enrolled in school, even as an older person like myself, where it's like, okay, I need to have this stuff together. And I got to go back years to find these transcripts from high school and college. So that might be a little, there's a regime change, there's admin change, the school systems and stuff like that. And that may have taken them a couple of months just to find your shit. So you can't
Mm-hmm.
wait until July or
Mm-hmm.
or June thinking, oh, I just go down and get it. They like, listen, if you had hit us 3 months ago, we could have had your stuff. Take us 2 months to get it.
Mm-hmm.
So all those things take precedence. And then we always talk on Super Spirit. We always talk about relationships.
Mm-hmm.
That part is just as imperative. Taking inventory, like where are you at? What do you want? This weekend we did a very interesting topic, and we didn't really go juicy deep with it, but we could have, and hopefully we will eventually.
Yep,
But
it definitely will be a part two. I guarantee you
it's
that.
gonna be a part two. And the inventory check, we were talking about like, well, where are you at? Are you happy with how we're going? Very, very tough conversations, but necessary. And are you happy with our romantic relationship? Are you happy with our finances? Are you some of us may want to do more trips. I know Kim is a person that she trip. Since I met her, she talks about trips and stuff like that. That would be important to her in her
Mm-hmm.
relationship. And if her partner's kind of like, well, I'm just being, Kim is not going to sit at the crib. She's not a sit at the house type of person. So if you aren't putting this things in the place where she can go and take a trip, that's going to be a problem. So she need to find out where you at. Have you been saving money? What's going on? She's like, I got my money. I got my passport. You ain't got your passport back. Stuff like that. That's an inventory check. So we have to do
Mm-hmm.
those things and let people know what we're expecting, what we want. So
Mm-hmm.
it's not a big ass shock or surprise or somebody being hurt and let down because people getting their feelings. Oh, we get, especially us guys, we getting our feelings when you say some we call it slick shit. When you're like, well, damn, you should have had your, why ain't you got your money? Why ain't you got your shit? Who you talking to? Foot. But she like, I'm dead ass. Like, you knew I like to take trips. Why don't you have your shit together? That doesn't make any sense. So I have to ask you, I don't want to wait till the trip time. We're going to cruise in May. It's March and you ain't paid your deposit. Come on. This is crazy. So anyway, that's my,
That's crazy.
you know how that, and that can annoy the shit out of you. You like,
Well, I can say I know everybody have their pet peeves. Ed have his. He has a thing of, and I think I might be right, onto something. My partner demands that you know how to orchestrate and be able to operate and manage your money. If it's something that we're going to be handling and doing, you can't be pussyfooting around, so to speak. You know what I mean? He need to know that you can handle shit. And he's willing to teach you, but you need to pull up a seat and pay attention because there is zero excuses. You should be able to handle your shit. So everybody have a thing where it empowers them. He absolutely correct. I think that for me, because I own Lovely Budget Travel, so I'm a toot my own horn. I know there's so many ways and so many places to go to that do not cost a lot of money. If that's your reason of not traveling, then you short living yourself. But for me, one of my requirements is that I just don't want to see the world throughout our windows of our house. And I'm not saying I got to go somewhere 4, 8 times a year, but I do just like our show. I like to spice things up. If I could travel with our show everywhere, which one day we would get to, believe me, I would do it because it brings about. I'm a very creating type woman. I like to create things and make things happen and see how they will come about. And creativity starts with where you at, the atmosphere, how you is. Like every day in my office, it was decorated for me today in Easter, and I don't really care about the bunny. Okay, just not my thing. But at the same time, I support you know who does that. But if you change that office, and I mean, I'm just saying, like it was decorated in what I like, and it was horse pictures like in my house everywhere, then yeah. See, now I'm going to create. So, like my favorite serene place, or where I would like to go, and like I said, everybody got their own thing, is that I'm a country city gal. I like to be where it's nothing but a damn barn and all this yard and water, and it's just me and all my horses. That's me. So I'm just saying, like to know that. And that's like he say travel, but I would say your ass gonna have to learn how to come and get on a horse with me. I mean, I'm just saying I like to go horseback riding. I mean, you scared that I don't know, buddy. You ain't gonna be able to saddle up. But I'm just saying, when he talk about relationship, just to throw that in there. But also, just to talk about where you at with your man. People be like, "Oh, I'm in love," or I love this person. Do you really know why you love the person? What do they bring to the table to you? Why are you? And do you still love them the same, less, or stronger? It really changes things, just like you do in a job. Do you like your job as much as you liked it when you first started? Just as y'all hear me ask my partner about the show. Because it helps us be better and it helps us grow. We want to grow in everything we do, just like everybody want love. In order for that to happen, you'd have to know where you at, because you can't keep depending on where we started. Like being married for a long time, we was together for so many years. We got all these kids, we got all this history, just like Black history, right? We got Martin Luther King, we got Muhammad Ali, we got all this great history, right? But it don't mean a damn thing during the day, do it? Until something happens. But if you have that mindset consistently thinking about how the horrible and horrific ass death that George Floyd went through and what he was encountering, it helps you talk to your young Black men better, don't it?
Yeah.
Because we resonated with that. So what I'm saying is, the more inventory checks you have, the more resignation you can have with that partner, that job, and whatever else you want in your life, especially that goal. You have to do that. It's hard sometimes. It's some shit you don't want to hear. I'm with you. You don't want to talk about it. I'm scared to say. I can't imagine what they gonna say. Same way we had our conversation. We was talking about fetishes and kinks, and I can honestly say, Ed, that my feedback mostly was like, please do another one, part two, three, four, five, six. I missed it. I'm sorry, but damn, I want my mate to watch it because I'm this and I'm that. And it's crazy. A lot of times we don't know who watching, who not watching. But if I can reach one person, I've done my job. That's where I'm at. So no, I don't pay attention to all the views, and no, I'm not looking at what everybody else is doing. What I am doing is going to always want to make us be better. So that's why I can take criticism, and for whoever want they light, I'm not going to entertain. I'm not going to give you that. I'm not going to do all that for the badness. I obviously know we're doing something great when you start getting haters. That's what happens, right? They
Mhm.
start saying stuff. And that's okay too. We welcome you. Please pull up and and have a seat and sit with us. I'm on cranberry juice today.
Mhm.
So with that said, I want to say we're gonna get into our time because our BP attention span is short, and my boy got to go to bed. Even though that's just how it is. He gets sleepier quicker than me. I do have to ask you though, how are you feeling about our show now?
I am more, I guess, more positive and more elated about it than I had been, than I was even in the beginning. In the beginning, I was excited about it because it was new, it was fresh, like a new relationship energy type of vibe, or the new show energy,
Mm-hmm.
a new business adventure. Oh my God, we're about to be a part of Amway, yay! And then you're just so excited, and then you're like, ooh, this is a Ponzi scheme. Sorry, whoever it does anyway, I
Like,
apologize.
you're great. You're great.
You're great. You guys are great.
You guys.
Awesomeness at its best. But no, so yeah, I am more sure footed now. And it's so funny, we were talking about earlier, like we've evolved a lot, we've grown a lot, and we got a lot more growing to do because we I don't think we're not complacent people. So
We're not.
I'm not gonna
So
sit
I'm
here and be like,
okay for
here
the
we
growth.
arrive. I like the growth, and I'm not gonna be like, yeah, I want more growth. And Kim is very open to a lot of, no, I don't say a lot of criticism. I think she's more so open to allowing criticism than I am. Because she always like wants your comments and stuff like that. I'd be like, oh Lord. But I do know it's necessary. I do know it's necessary. So how I feel is I feel positive. I feel good about it. I feel this has been therapeutic for me in a lot of ways.
Mhm.
Um and even more so therapeutic, it's been more of fulfilling, like a calling in a way. I'm
Mhm.
doing something. I was trying to figure out, how can I do this, like how can I be, because I was a few years ago, I thought about, right around the time my mom passed away, I wrote something, had somebody help me write something for her service, and I had did a thing, I talked, and I wrote some stuff, and it was kind of, it was funny 'cause my mom was funny, so I did some stuff for that. It was funny. I said I want to start doing some comedic writing, and I
Mhm.
wanted to find a place to do that, have that outlet. to be myself and say this type of thing.
Mhm.
And then I also wanted to talk to people and
Mhm.
give people insight, right? Like we do.
Mhm.
And then um I wanted to, kind of express my chops, my acting chops. Because I'm like this fake thespian, you know what I mean? Like I'm not a real actor, but I think I can act, you know what I mean?
You are a real actor,
I act my ass off, right? Anyway, I'm not gonna go
but
there.
it's just you. It's effortless.
So I want to be, thank you, my partner. So I wanted to find an avenue, and I didn't know that this would kind of bleed into that or kind of
Yeah.
make that. So we've been able to do some. We did some stuff this Saturday that I don't know. I'm gonna look and see if we can actually get any of that we
We
did.
got a lot of more coming. Believe me, I think hopefully, Lord's willing, I can say that with our upcoming events, we have to put out way more. It's so much more to Ed and I. It's
Yeah,
so much more to the sip and spill, as you will, of what. So I would say our vibe is our tribe. When you're watching us, that's it. And we're learning and who our audience is what makes me say comments. But at the end of the day, I refuse to give any energy to anything that is not going to be what I feel that God has made us to do. He brought us together for a reason. And I feel like that we're definitely fulfilling that and whatever else to come from that. But I want to say to my partner that you have no idea how of a blessing you've been to me to allow me to be me. I say all the time that this show won't work without him, and it doesn't because the vibe that I get, only he can give. Only he can. I could have did this with anyone. I even had a show prior to him where I read books and I just talk to people just through reading, which I still love. I think I can come on here one time and be reading the Ed and he can act, you know what I'm saying? It's just one of those things, but I truly feel like I've asked this question so many times. Where did you guys come up with Mitchell and Mitchell? It's simply our last names, no
right,
relation.
right.
Just it. And I think it's great because when I first met Ed and he said what his last name, I was like, And I'm like, do you know my last name is Mitchell? But then it really got me when he was like, so I have a Dylan Mitchell. And I'm like, I have a wait.
Hmm.
Like that. So those little cutesy little things, you'll be like, oh, well, that's cute. They got that. Okay. And then, Ed went so far one time to say, I learned, damn, Kim, you don't like butter pecan pie. I guess we ain't got a lot of
Yeah.
And so I'm like, y'all, like, look, I'm like, now
Like
all
we
the
gotta have
things we do,
everything.
that's the
Right.
one thing. And you say, damn, we ain't look at y'all, I had the nerve to be in my feelings a little bit, right? Because when you rocking with somebody, you like on point on everything, and then you like, but listen, just so y'all could know, no, our energy and chemistry have been very, very strong to where no, we haven't known each other in like everybody, lots and lots of years. No. But when you know, and it happens just like this. When people say, oh, boom, they did this and that happened. Well, that's us. But I promise to God, learning him and him learning me is so much that I can see myself in him. Like the way he might look at stuff, the way even and the way he contemplates it. It's just crazy. But I absolutely love you, my partner. I want this to always be. I don't ever see, and no, I'm so sorry for the people that have asked me to be on their show without him. No, no, it's gonna
Oh, damn.
make that very, very clear. No.
Yeah.
So this is Mitchell and Mitchell Sip, and I am spilling the tea,
Hmm.
and it
I was
does
sipping a
not
little
work.
bit.
There you,
The whole bottle. That's the bottle from Saturday, by the way.
I've been looking at that bottle
You
going,
left every damn thing, girl. Bottle food. I'm like,
I did,
somebody
and
gonna
I was
enjoy all of
rushing.
that. Somebody enjoy all that. I still got a bottle left for you though. It might be left. I don't know.
Is that my very, very that bottle there? I never tasted it.
No, no, this is the one we were drinking on the show. It's the white one. No,
Oh, okay, the
I didn't
berry
open
one
it.
that
I
you
wouldn't
got.
have did that
Then
to
I
you.
don't know.
I wouldn't have did that to you. I wouldn't. I ain't grimy now.
That's not grimy.
No, but I wouldn't do that to you. That's really. I'm not. That's like open up your Christmas gift. Will you left? I guess I can open it for you. That's some shit.
Look, I got your Christmas gift, but I opened it already and played with it.
You
So
left. So
you
Mitch,
left. So
I'm gonna play with it. So I would say the same thing to you. My partner, the same thing. She allows me to be. it's like we both bring. I guess there's a benefit to each side of it. It's more like it's hard. It
Mm-hmm.
really is, but it's like she don't really let me get away with anything, and that's hard for me. It's like she be like, and she has a way of doing it that's like it's like I can't get away from it. Like she just be like, okay. It's like she just that person like, okay, you woke yet? No, okay, well wake up. When you wake up, you woke yet? You know when you wake up, we gotta deal with this problem.
Right.
Listen,
So it ain't
no,
going
listen.
nowhere.
Yeah. Hello, hello. You woke yet? You woke yet? You there? Okay. And they're like, no, I ain't. And then she meets you at the job, like, hey, listen, I know you at work now because you at work. Maybe she's on the job. God damn it. I talked to your boss. Boss said I can talk to you. I got an hour. Hey, boss, no, 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 no. I'll talk to him. You still getting paid. Don't worry about it. You're gonna deal
Cover
with this shit.
all bases.
You're gonna deal with this shit right now. I'm like, just wanna
And Ed
just
is
wanna
such
choke the
a,
shit out of her.
he's not a morning person at all. He like,
No. She be like, you wanna do it don't matter what it show you wanna him listen. I need you to bring it down. But
I'm normally on 10, he on 0.
yeah, but that's crazy. It ain't just morning though. Your ass on 10 all day.
Okay?
All day. All day. No matter what time of day we're taping, what time of day we're talking. She's on 10, 12 o'clock in midnight, 12 o'clock midday, 7 o'clock a.m., 7 o'clock p.m. Same, 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 same. That's when she's pissed. If somebody mess with her kids, and that's the only time I've seen her off. When she just be like, if it when it comes to her, even if it's her kids themselves irritating her, if somebody
Yes.
messing with her kids or her kids are messing with her,
Yes.
she be like, and I'm gonna like,
He'd be like, something's off.
is it a good time to talk? Because then she gets real mean. And she's not mean, but she be saying some like I'm like, okay, so something wrong. But it's cool because she let me get away with a lot of shit. I be saying
Yes, I do.
she let me have it. So I'm when she's frustrated,
My
she say
very
some
rare
sharp
tea
shit.
times.
Yeah, you're right, not a lot. But when you are, it's like I let her have it. She'll say some shit. That's why your motherfucking ass stupid. Okay.
I don't call him stupid, y'all. Please don't.
Y'all want to see a little bit of cuteness real quick? I'm gonna see if y'all can see it. Can y'all see this?
Oh
Can you
my
see that?
God. Do y'all see that?
Can they
Okay,
see
so
that?
that's
There it
our
is.
latest Mitchell. That's
Yeah,
the latest addition to the Mitchell family.
that's Malachi Mitchell.
That's
So I
so
just said it.
beautiful.
It's a cute little kid. So anyway, guys, inventory checks on every day on what you're doing with your health, with your relationships, and your job. If you don't want to be where you are in your career, look at that, see where you are, and kind of gauge that, and then figure out solutions as to get up out of there. Now, I will do this. I'm gonna say this to you, Kim. So we're gonna work on the next few weeks, between now and middle of April. We're gonna work on tools to advance yourself in your career and what
Mm-hmm.
you can do as far as business and how to watch and seek out for better opportunities. There's a mindset that you have to unlock. And there's the things that I think that we're good at to help you unlocking certain things to get advance yourself in certain deals. Um, I've been a very good person of finding deals and creating deals out of thin air. And so we will start talking about those things, little small, little short segments as to what to look for and how to make things happen or how to negotiate your deals, how to manifest certain things. So we will talk about that in the next upcoming weeks after we get past this particular weekend. All right. So back to you, partner. I'll let you do the mic drop. It's on you.
So, hey, I'm going to say that as everything we just said, we just wanted to share little parts of our life, just as well as Ed, as I always say, it's not what we heard, it's what we know. And that's simply because we want you to know that we're just as human as everybody else and that we go through things like everybody else. And we wanted a platform that we can talk about those things. And that is exactly what we created. With that said, we hope that everybody is trying to live their very best life and
Yes.
do what's right all the time, even when you feel like it's telling you not to. And even though it hurts, I'm going to tell you what my partner just said recently. It only hurts once. So after that, You can move that, pick it up, put it down, whichever way you want it to go, just once. Just once. We're doing a women's tell all. If you're a woman that has been through any type of rape, molestation, trying to come up and where you at, a single mother, we want you all to please comment, hit us up on Facebook and YouTube, and let us know that you would like to come on our show on Saturday, March 25th at 7 p.m. We would like to talk to each and every different woman, and definitely tune in and you'll be able to hear about all the different things and obstacles that different women have faced if they're ready in a place in their life to share that. We love having y'all. Thank you for spending the time to watching our show tonight. And again, the Mitchell and Mitchell Sip and Spill, as always, and always say,
Listen, we like you. We love you. We always want more of you. And listen, every time we do our show, we all recognize it's always been real
mhm,
and it's been fun, but it's always real fun.
all
We'll holler back at y'all. Love you guys to life.
right, okay.